Hey, come back here, Jackie. I'm gonna need you. I know. Right here. Tell that story.
Oh, God.
This is not gonna be what you think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna tell a bunch of Larry stories and embarrass him. I just got a few things I want to talk about.
She doesn't want vodka.
Larry Miller. Larry Miller's a friend. I sat down when I was writing the speech thinking of words to describe Larry. Number one came up. Loyal. Larry is as loyal as any individual has ever been to anything in the history of America. It's absolutely obnoxious. And then now I go into the example story. Freshman year of college, we went to visit my rude friend Buck Maxey's sister at University of Indianapolis. This was icy. It was cold. Cold, right? Buck knows. It was cold. It was so cold, like there was ice all over the ground. It was crazy. And I was off my second knee surgery, and I was like, I couldn't hardly walk around. And I was making a hard right turn, and I slipped. And like my leg buckled underneath me, and I'm like crying on the ground. Oh! Like I'm crying, tears everywhere. And a car stopped in the middle of the street. That's all that happened. 5 guys got out, and they're like pointing at me. And like Larry dropped me back on the ground. He had me half picked up. He just dropped me back on the ground and goes, I'm going to kill every single one of you guys. So now I'm laying on the ground and I'm like, Larry, stop! No, there's 5 of them. Loyal. Stubborn. Holy Hockner. Stubborn. 4 years at IU, we lived together, kind of. 3 years, we actually were roommates, living under the same roof. Freshman year, we were just dorm mates. Everybody knows this. I'm sure everybody in this room will agree with me on this. When you put toilet paper on the roll in the bathroom, you make sure that the toilet paper feeds over the top. Over the top. It doesn't feed underneath. It's sloppy. It gets on the floor. It's hard to tear off. Larry refuses to believe this concept. I would go into the bathroom several times a day and flip the toilet paper, only to go back later, and it was reversed. Stubborn, Larry Miller. Unassuming. It's actually a good one, Larry. What are you doing, Larry? Pay attention. Unassuming. Here's why I love Larry. I've done many things in my life to make a lot of people that are really good friends to me, really close to me, hate me. A lot. Friends, family, loved ones. And every time I always went back to Larry and I was like, I could just tell him the whole story. Just tell him the whole story, tell him the truth, you don't have to lie to him. And he never said, you did what? He was always like, you know, Paul, and then he said a bunch of BS to make me feel better about myself. And that's why I love that. He's unassuming. He never made you feel like a loser even though you were. Perfect. What a great friend. And then along with that, he's forgiving, very forgiving. On the list of friends that hate me, he's on it. And every time I made him want to cut my throat open, he was always like, well, 3 weeks later, he was always like, you know what, Paul, it's no big deal. And he always forgave me for no matter what I've done, how stupid of an act I've made. Larry always forgave. He always forgot. And that's what makes him the person he is. Larry's very special because of this. And strength. Larry's strength is unwavering. It's obnoxious, really. Like, first of all, if you go to his family's house is ridiculous. There's like 700 little 3-year-olds running around. And Teresa's just chasing them all. And like, I'll go over there and just like, I'll like eat like the cut up hot dogs off the countertop. And Teresa's like, oh, go ahead, Paul. Even this ridiculously wholesome family has, like, every once in a while something goes wrong, and like Larry is the rock. He is the rock. Anytime something goes wrong, Larry is the glue. He holds everything together, and he never will stop holding everything together. And that is something that that's the strongest trait Larry Miller owns. He's just the strongest son of a gun anybody's ever met. And sometimes I have to go back to him like on my knees and beg. I'm really sorry about that one, Larry. You're gonna have to give me a pass. Number 3. And this is the trait I hate about him most because it's not even a real trait. It's just made up. Anybody you've ever met, anybody that knows Larry, if you introduce Larry, like, oh man, your friend Larry, he's so shy. What? No, he's not. He's mean. He's rude. And he's corrupt. He's a bad person. But I guess somewhere deep down inside, Larry is shy. Story. 2001. JV basketball game. Shut up. 5 seconds left. 5. See what I'm saying? 5 seconds left. Call timeout. Coach calls timeout. It's like not even a close game. Coach calls timeout. We're going to set up a play for Miller. We're going to set up a play for Miller. All right, draws all these things. Larry's running through like 37 screens on this play. One of those monster screens is set by yours truly, and I just crippled his defender. I mean, I just put him down. Ref starts the clock. Larry gets wide open, catches it, head fakes. Buzzer. What? Wide open, can't pull it. Yeah, I guess he is kind of shy. That's the only thing I've ever seen about shy Larry. And the most important thing about shy Larry is family. Is it breaking up with us? Is it too much brain power over here? Family. Larry loves his family, and you don't need to know Larry more than 20 minutes to know that Larry loves his family. It's no secret. Larry loves his family, loves his friends, but he'll kill for his family. Just absolutely kill for his family. Even you. And there's something that Jackie needs to know that's going with her. The strongest dude you've ever met and I've ever met is going to hold however large, I'm sure it's going to be an insanely large family, however large this family turns out to be, Larry will kill everything in his way. Kill, destroy, decapitate. Anything in his way to keep his family together, because that is what Larry Miller is. That's Larry. That's just Larry. He kills people for his family. Period. Kills them. All right, real quick. I'm running over. Story of Jackie and Larry. Ready? Here we go. Larry and Jackie met. It was not a very good introduction. I'm not going to tell that story, though, because I promised I would never do that. So they go on their first date, and Larry watches every Rocky movie ever to try to get a one-liner. Because that's the only romantic movie he enjoys, is Rocky. So after the first date, when he's like, she might work, he says, hey, we're a couple of pretty sharp coconuts. What do you think? I'm sure I knocked her socks off, Larry. I'm sure I worked really, really, really well. My W's and my R's are blurring together right now. So, next thing you know, Jackie's around all the time. Member of the crew, giving back zingers as hard as we're giving her because we can't stop making fun of her just because there's like 20 guys and one girl. That's how we roll. But it didn't take long to figure out she fit in. And then here's how the proposal went. He went and watched Rocky again. And he said, I'm dumb. You're shy. You want to marry me? You should have raised up off her feet, Larry. But she said yes. No way. But here's the truth. Larry was a bad dude before he met Jackie. And ever since Jackie's been in the equation, there's not a better person on this planet, in this room, in this universe than Larry Miller. And I don't think anybody can argue with that. Larry Miller's the best human being ever. Better than him. And he's pretty tough. Jackie, we can't thank you enough for what you've done to Larry to turn him into the man he is right now. I would like you to raise your glasses. Woo! To Jackie and Larry Miller, forever. It was supposed to be shorter than that.
At this time, we're going to have Larry and Jackie